Number 1. The 1985 Buick Regal Limited Coupe. Listed for $6,500 and located in Whittier, California, is a clean-running example of 1980s American personal luxury. The Buick Regal has always held a special place in classic car culture, especially among enthusiasts who appreciate smooth ride quality and elegant styling. While the Grand National and T-Type models get most of the spotlight, the limited trim like this one represents the refined side of Buick performance. Comfortable, stylish, and built with classic rear-wheel drive architecture. This example shows 77,700 original miles and is powered by the reliable 3.8-liter V6, an engine known for its smoothness, longevity, and low maintenance. No oil leaks are reported, and the seller notes the car runs very smooth, making it a solid candidate for weekend cruising or even as a starter classic. The transmission is automatic, just as most Regals from this era were, adding to the easy, laid-back driving feel Buick was famous for. The ride quality is described as very smooth, which is exactly what these cars were built for, comfortable highway driving with that classic American float. Inside, the car has a new interior, bringing fresh life to the cabin. The Regal Limited was a step above the base model, offering upgraded trim and comfort features, and this one seems to deliver on that luxury heritage. The seats, dashboard, and panels present well, making it a great place to spend time behind the wheel. Whether you want to keep it stock or give it a mild custom touch, the foundation is here. Now, like most nearly 40-year-old classics, it does come with a few cosmetic flaws. The paint is cracking and in need of attention, so a respray would really bring this Buick back to life visually. It also has a half vinyl top, a true hallmark of luxury from the 1980s, which shows some rust underneath. However, the seller is clear that the body and frame are clean with no structural rust, a major advantage for anyone looking to restore or preserve this Regal. It has a clean title and is currently on non-operation status with the DMV, which means no back fees, another bonus for California buyers. At $6,500, this Regal is priced right for anyone looking to step into the classic car scene without spending big money. Whether you're into G-body classics, want a comfortable lowrider platform, or just appreciate clean survivor cars, this 1985 Buick Regal Limited is a solid find with great potential. A little paint work, some exterior love, and you've got yourself a smooth, stylish cruiser ready for the streets of Southern California and beyond. Number 2. The 1971 Buick Skylark, listed for $7,500 and located in Woodbridge, Virginia, is a true classic American muscle-era cruiser with a strong foundation and a ton of potential for the right buyer. This isn't a showroom queen. It's an honest, running, driving project with real mechanical value already built into it. With just 93,345 original miles on the body and major drivetrain upgrades already completed, this Skylark gives you solid bones and dependable power. Two things that matter most in a classic build. Under the hood, this Buick packs a rebuilt 350 cubic inch V8 engine sourced from a 72 Skylark, bored .030 over, and fitted with new pistons and a mild performance cam. Unlike most backyard rebuilds, this one was built with care, including upgraded and drilled oil passages, a known improvement for Buick's small block longevity and oil flow. With less than 1,500 miles on the rebuild, this engine is still young and ready to be broken in for years of cruising ahead. It's paired with a freshly rebuilt TH350 automatic transmission, complete with a new torque converter and transmission mount, also with under 1,500 miles. Mechanically, this car is on point, exactly what you want in a classic project. Inside, the Skylark is complete, but needs cosmetic attention. The driver's seat has rips, and the carpet could use a deep cleaning. There's even a funny backstory. Apparently, a balloon melted on the passenger seat, leaving a blue blob the seller is still working to remove. The dash and interior trim pieces are in good shape for their age, and everything is usable as is if you don't mind a little patina. The driver's side door panel is currently off because the window mechanism and door latch were binding up, a manageable fix for some mechanical, but it will need attention. Now, let's talk body condition. This Skylark isn't hiding anything. It needs bodywork. There are dents and dings typical for a car this age, but the big concern is rust, especially in the rear rockers and trunk area. The seller discovered some Bondo patches from a previous respray that weren't done properly. There's no structural disaster here, but it will require metal work if you want it clean. A missing trim piece and light cosmetic flaws mean this isn't a finished classic, but it's also not priced like one. The true value of this car lies in the mechanical investment already made. Anyone who knows Buick engines understands the cost of a proper rebuild. And this one already has it done. If you got body and paint skills or a good local shop, this Skylark could become a strong driver, weekend cruiser, or even a GS tribute build. These A-body Buicks share a strong following, and clean examples are climbing in value. At $7,500, this is a great candidate for a father and son project, garage build, or classic muscle restoration. It runs, drives, and sounds strong. Now it just needs someone to finish the cosmetic side and bring it back to glory. If you're not afraid of a little metal and interior work, the 71 Buick Skylark is your chance to own real American muscle without the inflated Chevelle or GTO price tag. Number 3. The 1963 Oldsmobile Super 88, listed for $7,800 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is a rare surviving example of early 1960s American luxury performance. If you're looking for a classy cruiser with bold road presence and unmistakable vintage style, this Super 88 is the definition of cool. These cars were built during the era when Oldsmobile was earning its reputation as a step-up brand in General Motors. Sportier than Buick, more refined than Chevrolet, and packed with big block torque and attitude. This Super 88 shows 78,000 miles and still carries its original personality, making it a great find for collectors who appreciate authenticity. Under the long sculpted hood sits the 394 cubic inch Skyrocket V8, an optional upgrade back in 1963, and a serious piece of power engineering for its time. With 330 horsepower and a massive 440 lb-ft of torque, this big block V8 delivers exactly what you want from a full-size classic: smooth highway power and effortless acceleration. Paired with an automatic transmission, it offers a relaxed and confident driving experience, perfect for weekend cruising, car shows, or classic road trips. What makes this Oldsmobile stand out is its originality. The seller notes that the interior appears to be original, preserving that early 60s character from the dashboard styling to the seating layout. The cabin is a time capsule of American automotive design, wide bench seats, chrome accents, and a driver-focused layout built for long, comfortable journeys. This isn't a gutted project car. It's a survivor, the kind enthusiasts respect. Even better, the Super 88 starts, runs, and drives, so you don't have to worry about dragging home a Mr. Mechanical project. It still wears its factory-style hubcaps, a detail that adds to its authentic vintage appearance. The body styling remains one of Oldsmobile's best. Clean lines, strong proportions, and understated elegance with a touch of muscle. This is the kind of car people notice, even if they don't know what it is. It commands attention without trying too hard. Now, like any unrestored classic from 1963, you can expect some aging, but that's what makes this Oldsmobile exciting. It gives you a chance to enjoy it the way it is, or take it to the next level with light restoration, custom touches, or even a full frame-off rebuild. Whether you want to keep it factory original, build a period-correct cruiser, or turn it into a lowrider, the Super 88 platform offers endless possibilities. At $7,800, this is a strong deal in today's classic market. Big American cruisers with original drivetrains in clean running condition are getting harder to find, especially with a legendary engine like the Skyrocket 394 under the hood. If you've been waiting for a classic full-size muscle-era car that doesn't break the bank, this 1963 Oldsmobile Super 88 is absolutely worth a look. A true piece of GM history, with power, presence, and style that never goes out of fashion. Number 4. The 1965 Ford Thunderbird Coupe, listed for $9,500 and located in Pasadena, Maryland, is a bold and elegant piece of American automotive history. Known as a personal luxury car of the 1960s, the Thunderbird blended performance with sophistication, and this example captures that spirit perfectly. With its long, sculpted body lines, jet-inspired styling, and presence that turns heads anywhere it goes, this T-Bird is a great opportunity for anyone wanting a clean and affordable classic with character. The 65 T-Bird is powered by Ford's legendary 390 cubic inch V8, backed by a C6 automatic transmission, and a Ford 9-inch rear end, a drivetrain combination known for durability, power, and smooth highway cruising. The 390 has long been a favorite among Ford enthusiasts thanks to its torque and reliability, and it gives this Thunderbird the effortless, confident ride it was born with. Whether you're rolling to a local cruise night or gliding down the freeway, this car delivers that vintage luxury performance feel. The seller notes the car received one repaint about 8 years ago, which still presents well, giving it a clean, classic look without hiding its originality. Unlike many heavily modified classics, this Thunderbird remains mostly original, maintaining the factory charm that collectors appreciate. It has been slightly lowered, giving it a more aggressive stance that pairs beautifully with the Keystone Classic wheels, a timeless muscle car favorite that adds a touch of attitude without going overboard. To enhance the driving experience, it's equipped with new dual exhaust system featuring cherry bomb mufflers, giving the 390 V8 a deep, throaty tone that sounds just right, strong but not obnoxious. Whether idling at a light or accelerating through the gears, this Thunderbird announces itself with classic American V8 soul. Another major bonus. It comes with a trunk full of extra parts, which is always a valuable addition for classic owners. Spare parts can make future maintenance, restoration, or upgrades much easier, and they add real value for the next owner who wants to continue improving or preserving the car. With 175,434 miles on the odometer, this T-Bird has been enjoyed, not hidden, but it still runs strong and has clearly been cared for. These mid-60s Thunderbirds offer an incredible amount of style per dollar, and values for clean examples have been rising. At $9,500, this is a solid deal for a complete running V8 power classic with great lines, a clean stance, and extra parts included. If you're looking for a classy, comfortable cruiser with vintage swagger, and you want something more unique than the typical Mustang, Camaro, or Chevelle, the 1965 Ford Thunderbird Coupe is an excellent choice. Turn the key, hit the road, and enjoy one of Ford's most iconic luxury performance cars. Number 5. The 1965 Ford Galaxie 500, listed for $16,500 and located in Saratoga Springs, New York, is a strong-running full-size classic that delivers both muscle and drivability. Built during Ford's big body performance era, this Galaxie 500 carries an authentic presence and old-school cool that modern cars just can't replicate. If you're looking for a vintage Ford that still knows how to move, this one deserves real attention. With 95,000 miles on the body, this car has clearly been used and enjoyed over the years, but the seller makes it clear. This Galaxie is a great running and driving car. It's 99% rust-free, which is a huge deal for a Northeast car. The undercarriage is solid, and the car still wears its original sheet metal and floor pans, showing it hasn't been hacked apart or patched together like so many other classics from this era. For anyone who knows classic restoration, solid metal is everything. Under the hood, this Ford packs a built 352 FE V8, a torque-heavy big block engine that runs strong and sounds mean. The FE family of motors is famous among Ford fans for its durability and performance potential, and this one is already built and ready to cruise. But what really makes this Galaxie stand out is the transmission. It features a TKO 5-speed manual, a major upgrade over the factory 3-speed, or automatic, mounted to factory manual pedals. This setup gives you the best of both worlds. Classic power with modern drivability and highway-friendly gearing. Drop it into 5th gear and enjoy low RPMs and smooth cruising on long drives. The car also received a new seat cover, helping clean up the interior without losing its vintage personality. From the dash layout to long, sweeping body lines, this Galaxie still carries its original charm. While the seller admits it's not perfect, it is nearly 60 years old. It doesn't pretend to be a show queen. Instead, it's a strong driver-quality classic muscle cruiser that you can actually get in and enjoy right now. At $16,500, this is a great deal for a big block, 5-speed classic Ford that's nearly rust-free and mechanically solid. The expensive work has already been done. Engine built, transmission upgraded, structure preserved. All that's left is to enjoy it or take it to the next level with paint, interior restoration, or a few personal touches. If you're into classic American power with a manual transmission and a clean body, this 1965 Ford Galaxie 500 offers serious value. A perfect weekend cruiser, cars and coffee star, or big body highway machine that's ready to roll. Number 6. The 1974 Chevrolet Nova, listed at $6,500, located in West Covina, California. If you've been searching for an affordable entry into the classic muscle world, something clean, reliable, and ready to enjoy, the 1974 Chevrolet Nova is always a smart move. This one here sits at $6,500 OBO, and for that price, it brings a whole lot of value without drowning you in a full restoration project. Under the hood, it runs a 4.1-liter inline-six engine, paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a very popular and dependable combo. It may not be a big block powerhouse, but this setup is known for being bulletproof, smooth, and incredibly easy to maintain. With approximately 101,000 miles on the clock and regular upkeep, this Nova fires right up and runs strong. No drama, no excuses. According to the seller, he's the third owner. The first two? The original owner and then his son. That kind of ownership history tells you this car was never passed around carelessly. And it shows. The car has been kept clean over the years, and more importantly, it stayed rust-free in all the places that really matter. The floor pans, trunk, and chassis are solid. The seller does mention minor cosmetic rust at the bottom of the doors, but nothing structural and nothing that would scare away any serious buyer. It's also rocking some smart OEM upgrades. The front disc brakes were swapped in from a Camaro, giving this Nova better stopping power than stock drums. It also comes with power steering from an upgraded trim, making this car easy to drive daily or on weekend cruises. One of the big perks here? The seller works in an auto parts store and is including tons of brand new, unopened parts that come with the car. That's free money right there. Extra value for the next owner who wants to finish a build, do mild upgrades, or just stock the garage with spares. The title is clean and the registration is current, meaning no DMV headaches. This is truly a turnkey cruiser that you can enjoy now while improving over time. Whether you want to keep it stock, go sleeper build with a V8 swap later, or turn it into a clean street machine. At $6,500 or best offer, this Nova hits that sweet spot between budget-friendly and well-kept. It's not a rust bucket. It's not a blown project. It's simply a clean California survivor that's ready for its next chapter. If you're interested, don't wait. Cars like this move fast, and the good ones never last long. The 1974 Chevrolet Nova. Honest, affordable, and ready to cruise. Want to see more listings like this? Stay tuned. Number 7. The 1960 Studebaker Lark. Priced at $8,250 and located in Stanfield. If you're looking for something a little different, something that stands out in the sea of Mustangs, Chevelles, and Bel Airs, then this 1960 Studebaker Lark might be exactly what you've been waiting for. Built for drivers who appreciate vintage charm and classic personality over chrome-heavy show cars, this Lark is pure nostalgic fun at a price that makes sense. With just 65,000 miles showing on the odometer and a manual transmission, it delivers that authentic, old-school driving feel, mechanical, honest, and engaging. This is a modernized Restomod or a pampered garage queen. As the seller puts it, this Lark is not a show-quality build, and it's priced accordingly. What it is, though, is a solid, reliable cruise-ready classic. Perfect for weekend drives, small-town car shows, or simply turning heads in something truly unique. The exterior carries that unmistakable Studebaker character. Compact yet stylish, with bold lines that give a confident stance on the road. The side pipes add a little attitude, but here's the cool part. They're just for show, so they're not obnoxiously loud or overdone. Prefer a more original look? No problem. The seller includes the original manifold, carburetor, and air cleaner, giving you the option to take it back to factory spec whenever you want. That flexibility is gold for collectors and classic car purists. Mechanically, this Lark is built for dependability. No confusing electronics, no modern computer systems, just a simple, straightforward engine and drivetrain that anyone with a basic tool set and a little passion can keep on the road. It's that rare kind of classic that invites you to get behind the wheel and enjoy the drive rather than stare at it in a garage. The seller keeps things honest and drama-free. Need more info about the condition, quirks, or maintenance history? Just send a message, and he'll walk you through it. Located in Stanfield, the seller also offers trailering options within the Pacific Northwest for a fee, which makes picking it up easier if you're out of town. And he makes one thing clear. If the listing is posted, it's still available, so no need for those "is it still available?" messages. At $8,250, this Studebaker Lark is a refreshing opportunity in today's classic market. It's affordable, uncommon, and full of personality. Exactly the kind of car real drivers appreciate. Whether you want a fun cruiser, a light restoration project, or just something different to park in your driveway, this Lark delivers vintage soul without breaking the bank. The 1960 Studebaker Lark. Simple, stylish, and proudly different. A classic for people who appreciate originality. If that sounds like you, this might just be your next ride. Number 8. The 1971 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, priced at $12,500 and located in Lexington, North Carolina, is a stunning example of preserved American luxury, a true time capsule from an era when comfort, power, and road presence defined what it meant to drive in style. This is not just another classic car listing. This is a rare one-owner vehicle with only 40,000 original miles, and it carries with it decades of careful ownership and pride. The body and frame are completely rust-free, a near miracle for a 53-year-old classic, making an ideal choice for collectors and enthusiasts who value originality and long-term investment potential. Under the hood, the Coupe de Ville delivers classic Cadillac smoothness and reliability. It runs and stops great, thanks to many new parts already installed. making it road-ready and dependable. Whether you're cruising down a highway or rolling into a classic car meet, this car drives like a dream, quiet, powerful, and effortless, just as Cadillac intended. The massive V8 engine offers plenty of torque, and the car floats on a road with that signature Cadillac ride. Comfortable, confident, and unbothered by bumps or rough pavement. Step inside, and you're immediately transported back to 1971. The interior is in mint condition, with original materials still intact. Not restored, but preserved. The seats are plush and supportive, the dash and trim are clean, and the headliner is flawless, showing how well the car has been stored and maintained over the years. Every detail reminds you of Cadillac's dedication to comfort. The long door panels, wood-style trim, chrome accents, and full-size luxury seating that wraps around you. To complete its elegant and authentic look, this Coupe de Ville sits on brand-new Coker Classic white wall tires, giving it that unmistakable vintage presence that turns heads everywhere it goes. Whether it becomes a weekend cruiser, a show car, or simply a piece of rolling American history in your collection, this Cadillac is ready to impress. Classic Cadillacs like this don't come along often, especially one-owner survivors with low miles, no rust, and this level of originality. If you're looking for a truly special classic luxury coupe that still carries the pride of its past, this 1971 Cadillac Coupe de Ville is an incredible opportunity at $12,500 firm. A car like this isn't just bought. It's passed on to someone who appreciates legacy. Number 9. The 1968 Ford Thunderbird, priced at $15,000 and located in Salisbury, Pennsylvania, is a hard-hitting blend of classic Ford elegance and modern street power. This is your average vintage cruiser. This is a big block of performance built hiding inside one of Ford's most stylish late 60s designs. With 69,000 original miles on the chassis, this Thunderbird has lived an honest life, and now it's been transformed into a serious machine built for those who crave raw torque and high-performance muscle. Under the hood, the factory engine has been replaced with a fresh 514 cubic inch big block Ford the 5.8, a monster power plant known for its brutal low-end torque and high horsepower potential. This is a mild street motor. This is serious iron built to dominate highways and stoplight pulls alike. It's paired with a C6 automatic transmission built to handle serious power and equipped with a 3,500 revolutions per minute stall converter to launch this full-size Thunderbird with authority. Outback, it runs a Ford 9-inch rear end, the strongest in the muscle car world, stuffed with fresh 4.11 gears for explosive acceleration. This car sounds as aggressive as it performs thanks to long tube headers and a free-breathing exhaust setup, giving it that deep, thunderous big block rumble that demands attention. But despite the performance upgrades, this Thunderbird hasn't lost its classic foundation. It still retains solid floors, rockers, and trunk, which is a big deal on a car from 1968. Whether you're cruising to shows or pushing it on straight stretches of highway, this car has the bones and build quality to handle it. A fresh set of new tires keeps it planted, and despite its power, the car still maintains that stylish Thunderbird personality. Long hood, hidden headlights, sculpted body lines, and Ford luxury touches that separate it from ordinary muscle cars. Yes, it has a couple of small cosmetic flaws in the body, but nothing major. And anyone who knows classic cars knows that clean paint is a lot easier to handle than rust or weak structure. This one is solid where it counts. The seller's up front. Price is firm. With the investment already in the drivetrain alone, there's already more money in this build than the asking price. This isn't being sold out of desperation. It's being offered to someone who understands what it truly is, a rare chance to own a big block street beast wrapped in Ford luxury heritage. If you're looking for a gentle Sunday cruiser, this isn't your car. But if you want a 1968 Ford Thunderbird with brutal power, wicked sound, and real muscle attitude, then this one is ready to run. Serious buyers only, because this Thunderbird is built to move. Number 10. The 1977 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, priced at $18,500 and located in Surrey, is a clean, classic American sports car that delivers both heritage and style in one timeless package. This C3 Corvette represents one of the most iconic eras of Chevrolet performance, when long hoods, bold curves, and raw V8 power defined the spirit of American driving. This particular example is especially appealing because it is a second-owner car with only 70,000 original miles, making it a survivor that has clearly been cared for over the years. Powered by the desirable L82 350 cubic inch V8 engine, this Corvette came from the factory with upgraded performance, offering more horsepower than the standard small block of the time. Paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, it delivers a smooth yet confident drive that makes it equally enjoyable for local cruise nights or weekend road trips. The engine bay remains clean and original, and like many well-preserved classics, this Corvette has been maintained rather than heavily modified, a big advantage for collectors who appreciate authenticity. The car is described as being in great original condition, which is increasingly rare for C3 Corvettes. Most of these cars have had multiple owners and questionable modifications over the years, but this one maintains its original character inside and out, from the body lines to the removable T-top roof panels and long pointed nose. This 77 Vette still delivers that bold road presence that made it a legend in the first place. The fiberglass body is in strong condition, and the chrome trim, pop-up headlights, and signature Corvette badging give it that unmistakable classic Corvette personality. Inside, the cabin maintains factory style, low seating, driver-focused dashboard, and the classic dual cockpit layout that Corvette fans love. Everything about this car suggests it has been treated with care rather than abused. Whether you're a collector, a weekend cruiser, or someone looking to finally own their dream Corvette, this is the kind of car that holds value and offers long-term enjoyment. With only 2 owners in its lifetime, 70,000 miles, and a highly original condition, this Corvette is priced fairly at $18,500. The seller is dealing with serious buyers only, which makes sense. Classic Corvettes like this aren't toys, they're investments. If you're looking for a clean C3 that runs strong, looks sharp, and still carries that raw American sports car DNA, then this 1977 Corvette is worth a closer look. Opportunities like this don't come around often. An original L82 car with low miles, preserved history, and undeniable style. If you're ready to own a piece of American muscle car history, this Corvette is ready to move. Number 11. The 1959 Ford Fairlane, priced at $12,500 and located in Mesa, Arizona, is a beautiful survivor from the golden age of American automotive style. This classic 2-door sedan was originally pulled out of Iowa in 2020, and since then has been more than just a showpiece. It served as a reliable daily driver up until 2023, a rare quality among vintage cars this era. Now it sits, gently preserved and started monthly, waiting for the right enthusiast who sees its potential and wants to either enjoy it as is or take it to the next level with a full restoration. Under the hood, this 59 Fairlane keeps things authentic with a 292 cubic inch Y-block V8 engine, one of Ford's most iconic power plants of the late 1950s. Paired with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column, known as 3 on the tree, this car still delivers that raw mechanical feel and nostalgic driving experience that true classic car purists crave. The best part? The transmission was rebuilt in 2024, which means shifting is smooth and crisp, making it road-ready for someone who wants to enjoy driving it today. The body carries all the bold styling that defines late 1950s American design. Swooping lines, long fenders, big chrome accents, and undeniable road presence. This car is a true head-turner, even without a full restoration. Everywhere it goes, it attracts stories, thumbs up, and conversations at gas stations. It's the kind of classic that makes people smile, not just because of its history, but because it still has that strong vintage character and soul. With 97,000 miles, this Fairlane has seen life but has been well loved. The owner makes it clear, this car was never neglected. It has been cared for, kept running, and always treated with respect. However, life happens, and the current owner admits that between a new home, family responsibilities, and limited time, the dream of restoring it isn't realistic for many years. That means opportunity. for someone else to pick up the keys and finish the story. This car offers amazing potential. Keep it as a classic weekend cruiser, restore it to showroom condition, turn it into a retro hot rod. The foundation is strong, and it can go in any direction. The seller is even open to a possible trade for a nice boat or a side-by-side ATV, showing that a good deal is definitely possible for the right buyer. If you're looking for a solid mid-century Ford that runs, drives, sounds great, and still carries originality and charm, this 1959 Ford Fairlane is an excellent find. At $12,500, it's priced fairly and ready for someone who appreciates true Americana on four wheels. Classic car lovers, this one is worth a serious look. Number 12, the 1967 Dodge Charger, priced at $15,000 and located in Indianapolis, is a rare opportunity to own one of the most iconic Mopar muscle cars of the late 1960s. With only 73,975 miles and just 2 owners in its lifetime, this first-generation Charger offers something almost impossible to find today: originality, honesty, and a clean body with no rust. This is the kind of vintage Dodge that collectors look for, a car that hasn't been hacked apart, over-restored, or abused. Built during the peak of Detroit's classic muscle era, the 1967 Charger stands out with its fastback roofline, full-width electric hideaway headlamps, and unmistakable presence. Unlike the later second-gen Chargers made famous in movies and NASCAR, the 67 Charger is known for its sleek, aerospace-inspired design and dramatic interior layout. This one still wears its original paint, which is incredibly rare for a car that's almost 6 decades old. It has clearly been garage-kept most of its life, preserving the body panels, trim, and structure. If you appreciate authenticity, this car has it. Survivor-grade character inside and out. While much of the car remains original, the engine has been replaced at some point in its life, and the wheels are aftermarket, giving it a slightly more aggressive stance. The seller believes that everything else remains factory correct, including the interior layout, body lines, glass, emblems, and frame. For Mopar fans, this is the ideal foundation, an honest car that hasn't been taken apart or loaded with questionable modifications. Instead, it's a straightforward classic that can be enjoyed now and improved over time. Mechanically, the car does run and drive, but it does have a few maintenance needs that the seller is transparent about. The exhaust system is rusty and has a leak, so it will need replacement to restore proper sound and performance. The transmission has a minor seal leak, something common in classic Mopars and usually a simple fix. The engine also has a lifter tap, which could be resolved with adjustment or minor internal work. The seller admits they're not a mechanic, but for someone with basic classic car knowledge, these are straightforward weekend projects, not major rebuilds. Importantly, the car's frame and structure are solid, making it a safe investment. Inside, the 1967 Charger is known for its aircraft-style dashboard and rear bucket seats, giving it one of the most unique interiors of any muscle car ever made. The rear seats fold flat along with the trunk area, creating a massive cargo space, another signature feature exclusive to this early Charger design. It was built as both a driver's car and a stylish grand tourer, and this example is a fantastic representation of that heritage. With a firm price of $15,000, the seller knows what this car is worth. Solid, original first-gen Chargers are hard to find, especially rust-free survivors. Serious buyers will recognize the value here. The owner may also consider a trade for something newer, but this is clearly a car meant for someone who understands Mopar history and wants a classic they can proudly build, restore, or simply enjoy. If you're looking for a clean 1967 Dodge Charger that hasn't been rotted out, beaten up, or turned into a project nightmare, this Indianapolis Survivor deserves your attention. It's the perfect balance of originality, potential, and timeless muscle attitude. Mopar lovers, this is your chance. Number 13, the 1974 Oldsmobile Delta 88, listed at just $4,495 and located in Santee. If you're looking for a full-size American classic with real character, a true land yacht from the golden age, This 1974 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale convertible is calling your name. Big, bold, and built for cruising, this car has that unmistakable 1970s swagger. It doesn't whisper for attention. It owns the road. Under the hood, it's powered by a 5.7-liter V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission. It runs and drives just the way a classic old should. Smooth, confident, and with that mellow V8 rumble that brings instant nostalgia. It has 122,000 miles on it and comes with a clean title and current registration, which means this isn't some abandoned field find. You can actually drive it home today. Now let's talk condition. This is a project car, but the right kind of project car. The bones are good. The frame is solid. It's never been in an accident. And the seller says the car spent years stored in Arizona, which means avoided the heavy rust you see on cars from the Midwest and East Coast. It does have some surface rust on the rear deck lid and rust around the rear wheel wells, but that's normal for a 50-year-old convertible. Structurally, it's a solid platform to build on. Cosmetically, it's going to need love. Paint, upholstery, chrome polishing, new rubber seals, and possibly a new convertible top, since there's no rear glass window. But everything is there: trim, bumpers, lenses, and that's a big deal, because tracking down missing parts for these big GM convertibles can get expensive fast. Here, you're starting complete. Inside, it still has that full-size luxury feel: long dash, wide bench seating, and that vintage cockpit design Oldsmobile was known for. This was a Delta 88 Royale, the upscale trim. So once restored, it'll have presence: white top, bright chrome, and long, elegant lines that stretch nearly 19 feet. When you pull up to a gas station in this car, people will stare. They will ask questions. Because cars like this don't exist anymore. They're a rolling piece of Americana. The seller bought it to restore, but can't finish the project and needs it gone. The price is $4,495 OBO, but he's clear: no lowball offers. And honestly, that's fair. Running. Driving convertibles from the 70s are getting harder to find under $5,000, especially with clean titles. If you've been waiting for a real classic, a summertime cruiser with big potential and even bigger personality, this might be your chance. Bring some vision, a little time, and a set of wrenches, and this Olds could easily climb into the $15,000 to $18,000 range when finished. If you're serious, reach out, because deals like this don't sit long. Number 14, the 1976 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LS Coupe, listed at just $1,250 and located in Chino Valley, Arizona. If you've been hunting for a classic A-body GM project that won't break the bank, this 1976 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LS Coupe might just be the opportunity you've been waiting for. Priced at only $1,250. This is one of those rare, budget-friendly project shells that still carries the soul and presence of American muscle-era design. With 120,665 miles on the body and a clean, straight coupe frame, this Monte Carlo is a solid foundation for anyone ready to bring a vintage street cruiser, or even a custom build, to life. Now, here's the straight truth. This car is being sold as a rolling shell. There is no engine and no transmission. It's being offered from a buddy's estate. So it's one of those as-is deals, and the seller makes it very clear: $1, $250 firm, no trades. But for real builders and classic car fans who understand value, this isn't a problem. It's an opportunity. Why? Because this body style is getting harder to find, especially at this price. These mid-70s Monte Carlos, with their long hoods, sweeping roof lines, and signature Coke bottle fenders, have a look that turns heads even before restoration. It's the kind of ride that demands respect at a stoplight and still carries that vintage swagger from the end of the muscle car era. And check this out. This one comes with a Rolls-Royce-style custom front-end conversion. That's right. Someone in its past life gave it that luxury street rod look with a vertical roll-style grille and classic squared front treatment. Whether you decide to keep that unique front clip for a lowrider build, pro street custom, or a retro luxury cruiser, it already has a personality, and personality sells. With GMA body aftermarket support being massive, You won't struggle to find parts for this Monty. Drop in a small block 350, a built 383-stroker, or go wild with a big block 454. The choice is yours. This thing is a blank canvas for engine and drivetrain options, interior customization and paint transformation, black cherry metallic with chrome Kragars, satin black lowrider with wire spokes, full custom show car with LS swap and bags. You can build your dream out of this chassis. Located in Chino Valley, Arizona, it's sitting in dry desert air, exactly the kind of environment you want a project car to come from. Less moisture means less rust, cleaner metal, and a better frame to build from. For anyone serious about getting into the classic American car world without dropping 10 grand just to get started, this is the right kind of deal at the right kind of price. No engine, no transmission, no trades, clean body, full potential. $1,250. Opportunity doesn't knock twice. Sometimes it sits on wheels and waits for someone with a plan. Number 15, the 1977 Mercury Bobcat wagon. Listed for $6,000 and located in Billerica, is a rare survivor from the compact wagon era of the late 70s and a great entry point into classic car ownership. Originally discovered as a barn find in Maine, the current owner bought it in 2012, drove it cross country, and then stored it safely on private property since 2016. The car now shows 35,698 miles, and a professionally rebuilt four-cylinder engine has only 10,000 miles on it since installation, making it a dependable turnkey driver that starts strong every time. Mechanically, it runs well with standard brakes and manual steering, and it comes with newer tires and brand new seat belts installed for safety. The body is impressively solid with only surface rust, no rot, no major holes, just honest aging for a 47-year-old car. The paint is old and dry, and there's a minor dent on the bottom corner of the rear hatch where it touched the bumper, but nothing structural. The interior needs restoration due to sun wear and mice damage, though the rear seats are still in good condition from being stored folded down. It also features factory air conditioning and rear defogger, and although the AC compressor seized, all the original components and even new hoses come with the sale except for one missing mounting bracket. A new stereo system is installed. Dual metal mirrors have been upgraded, and it comes with extra parts, including a Mustang center console that can be installed if desired. The car has been responsibly maintained, stored indoors every winter, and driven locally during warm months to keep it healthy. It comes with ownership paperwork from Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. This Bobcat wagon is perfect for someone who wants a classic driver with character, easy to restore, fun to cruise, and increasingly hard to find in this condition. The seller is motivated and open to reasonable offers before it goes back into storage at the end of the month.